Hello investors, my name is Dehan. Welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 3 potential altcoins to buy on the dip. Obviously, the market has been down the past few days, but in the past 24 hours, we're making a little bit of a recovery. The market is up about 0.97%, so almost 1% up. Top gainers in the past 24 hours is going to be Algorand right there, which is up about 74%, trading at $2.02. Highest volume, like usual, Bitcoin. Right behind it, we have Ethereum. So Bitcoin is down about 2%, trading around this 46,000 area. So we're back into the mid 40s, guys. That the 50s lasted for a little bit, and then that pullback after that whole situation that happened this week, we pulled back down a little bit. Ethereum at 3,500, still performing very well, obviously. But, prices that we were at pretty much a week ago. So not much of a loss right there. And then everything else is pretty much down 1 or 2% with some outliers like Solana still destroying it. Solana is just on fire. It doesn't care what happens in the market. It continues to boom on higher, which is obviously great for us, investors that are invested into Solana. So guys, before we get into this video, smash that like button for me. Let's aim for 100 plus likes in this video. I know you guys can do it, so smash it. Subscribe to the channel. We just hit 42,000 subscribers. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new video. And as always, if you want to sign up for Webull, get your 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. Links are going to be in the description. So guys, how do we know that we reached the top? Well, let's just say that yesterday I went to Domino's and I was picking up my pizza, and the reason I predicted, that something like this would happen, that we're nearing the top of this cycle for right now, is because I'm going into McDonald's and there's 4 workers in the back, and as I'm picking up my pizza, they're talking about, bro, did you hear about Bitcoin? It crashed like $7,000 today. Buy the dip, buy the dip. And as soon as I heard that, I just thought to myself, yeah, whenever you hear your average Joe talking about crypto, we're reaching the top, the peak right there. So it's time for a little bit of a pullback. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Now, first altcoin obviously is going to be Solana, SOL. So Solana obviously still performing very well. We talked about this coin when it was trading at $30, and we still think it's a great investment for the long term, and it's going to continue to go higher, obviously, in my opinion. So Solana right now, up about 17.18% in the past 24 hours, trading at $211. This one didn't really get phased by that crash yesterday, like I said. It didn't really care what happened. I mean, it did pull back down to 150, and then it just continued to go higher and higher, breaking through the 200s. I'm not going to be surprised if this continues to go higher and higher with this momentum. In the past week, it's up 90%. Past month right here, it is up 460.8%. Past year, 5,757%. So, all-time high previously here in May was around $55. We pretty much went up about 300% since that high. So even if you got stuck here at the high in May, during this crash, and if you would have just held onto your coins, which is, what people suggest, just hold, you would have made 300% gains even if you bought at the top here and got stuck and you thought it was the end of the world. So you would have made 300% profit. So $1,000 invested, you would have had $3,000 profit plus right now, which is just insane. This run has been insane in the past month and a half. About 1,000% gains, I guess you could say, from $23 to almost $230. That's about a 10x right there. So 56 billion market cap right now. Volume the past 24 hours at 13.2 billion. You guys can see they have some different things now on Coinbase right here. Typical hold time, 7 days. Popularity, number 5. Trading activity. So right here it shows you the percentage of Coinbase customers who increased or decreased their net position in SOL over the past 24 hours through trading. What this means is increased buying activity can signal that the asset is gaining popularity. So as you guys can see, 75% buy, 25% sell right now. Solana is a decentralized computing platform that uses SOL to pay for transactions. Solana aims to improve blockchain scalability by using a combination of proof of stake consensus and so-called proof of history. As a result, Solana claims to be able to support 50,000 transactions per second without having to sacrifice decentralization. So guys, the reason behind this, huge pop with Solana in the recent month is obviously NFTs. So a lot of people are saying that because NFTs are booming right now, Solana is benefiting from that as well. And obviously Solana is one of those greener coins as well. So this is actually a great pick for a long-term investment in my opinion, obviously. And then for people that are interested in staking coins, where you can lock in your coins for a certain amount of time, getting a certain amount of percentage back for just holding your coins, Solana is a great pick in my opinion, because this coin is definitely one that I would be interested in buying on a dip for the next 5, 10, 15 years possibly. I think there's a lot of opportunity for this one to continue to go higher in the future, even though the market cap is getting a little bit high at 56 billion right now. But if you compare that to, some of the bigger coins, there's plenty of room for it to continue to grow, and I would not be surprised if it did. So it usually does everything that we don't think is going to happen. So this is just amazing right now what Solana is doing. Even with this pullback in the market, Solana is on fire. So definitely a coin to be watching for any major pullbacks. Could be a great opportunity for long-term holders. So that's our first coin. Second coin is going to be Filecoin, FIL. So this one right here, we don't really talk about this one much on the channel. It's up about 4.3%. In the past week, it's up 16%. Past month, 41%. Obviously, we saw it here at about $120. Then with the market pullback, happened 2 days ago, we pulled back to about $77, and now we're continuing to come back up as the market is recovering slowly. So we've seen these flash crashes happen in the past in 2021, and every time we've recovered very nicely. So hopefully that happens again. Obviously here on the 1-year chart, we're still up 351%, but still far away from that 237 dollar all-time high that we saw here in March. So we still have over 100% upside just to get back to the all-time highs. Market cap right now 9.3 billion, with the volume being at 3.5 billion, and then obviously typical hold time is about 12 days on this one. 71% buy activity and then 29% sell activity. Filecoin is a cryptocurrency that powers the Filecoin network, a decentralized peer-to-peer file storage network that aims to let anyone store, retrieve, and host digital information. FIL tokens are used as payment for these services and as an economic incentive to ensure files are stored reliably over time. So this coin, definitely another one that I would be adding, with the market cap being under 10 billion. Still plenty of room to go, as you guys saw Solana at a 50 billion market cap. So this coin could have that potential in the future and do a 4x, 5x, 10x even opportunity just to get back to about 100 billion market cap as crypto continues to gain momentum and becomes more popular worldwide as more countries accepted it. Is definitely going to benefit from that as well. So Filecoin, our second coin. Then we have a momentum play. So this one is a pure momentum play, not one that I would, personally hold for the long term. But right now, as it continues to gain, obviously it could be a possible, day trade opportunity for any, high risk players right there. So Algorand right here, Algo, is up about 47.8% in the past 24 hours. We actually talked about this one a few days ago when it was trading in the $1 range or so, and it's at $2.02 right now. So in the past week, it's up 74%. Last time we talked about this one, I believe it was trading at around 120 or 125. So since then, we're up about 70 or 80 cents, which gives us about a 70% profit, that we saw right there. So this one is still an opportunity right here. We saw a dip to $1 and then came back up over 100% in the past, 24 to 48 hours. In the past month, this one is up 144%, performing very well. In the past year, 389%. So this one is kind of making a move kind of similar to Solana. So you guys saw the Solana chart where Solana just kind of exploded on the upside. Well, Algorand right here is looking to have a similar uptrend right here, but we've seen this same type of situation in the past with Avalanche Coin and many others. It could take a pullback very quickly. So this was one that I would just personally look at for an in and out opportunity, maybe a day trade, maybe a overnight hold, but not something that I would be holding for a year or 2 years or something like that, because I personally don't know, too much about the coin for the long term. So this is just a momentum play right now, as there's a lot of momentum going on. So right now, market cap 10.3 billion, 3.8 billion volume. Typical hold time, it actually says 50 days right there. Trading activity, 49% buy, 51% sell. Algorand is a cryptocurrency and blockchain protocol that aims to be simultaneously scalable, secure, and decentralized. It uses a consensus algorithm called proof of stake, pure proof of stake. So this one, momentum play, guys. Be very, very careful, obviously, when investing into crypto. I'm not a financial advisor, so speak to your financial advisor before investing and, understand the consequences. It's a high risk, high reward type situation. So speak to your financial advisor before investing into any crypto. This is not financial advice, obviously. So guys, how is the rest of the market performing? Well, let's take a quick look. So what's going on here with Bitcoin? Bitcoin, like we said, down about 2%, but it's pretty much been trading around this 46,000 area ever since after that little recovery we saw from that crash. In the past week, like we said, down about 5%. Past month here, up about 5%, and then obviously on the 1-year chart, 351%. But we're still up about $16,000 from the low that we saw here in July. Market cap, we were so close to that 1 trillion market cap, and then we just had to ruin it the other day, and we're back to 869.5 billion. So now we're pretty much, pretty far away from that 1 trillion market cap again, which is okay. We'll come back up in the future. Slow and steady wins the race. Maybe the market was a little bit overbought, and this is a little bit of a cool down to relax everybody. I feel like we were getting into that hype zone again, as you can pretty much predict what's going on just by looking at the graphs and looking at YouTube and trends and different things like that. Like the channel was personally getting a lot of views lately, and I knew that there was some big hype going on. A lot of people were looking into crypto, and now we saw the sell off, and now the people are watching less, I guess you could say. And it correlates with exactly what Bitcoin and crypto is doing. So right now we're seeing a little bit of a cool off, which is actually a good thing. I'm actually happy about that. We'll see a cool off, hopefully some consolidation, and then an uptrend on higher. At least that's what we're hoping for. Ethereum, pretty much flat, only down about 0.9%, but still trading around. It's actually up higher than it was here after this crash at 3,300. Now it's at 3,500 or so it's very nice here. In the past week, it's down 8%, obviously, from the 3,900 highs, but this coin is still doing great. I mean, obviously, it's up 16% on the month, but we were trading at these levels, just, about a week ago, so this is not crazy. We saw this pop from 3,500 to about 4,000 very quickly in a matter of a day or two, so this pullback, I think this is actually healthy, so I'm not mad about any of this going on. This is actually good in my opinion. Up 900% on the 1 year, 408.7 billion market cap with the volume at 31.4 billion. As you guys can see, your trading activity 72% buy, 28% sell. 81% or 81-day typical hold time. With Bitcoin, 77% buy, 23% sell, 85-day typical hold. So that's how they're performing. And then Dogecoin, well, Dogecoin, it's in its own world, guys. This one is down about 3% at 25 cents. Pulled back down to 23 cents now. It's a little bit of an uptrend. Past week down 13%, past month up 5.8%, and then past year obviously over 9,000% with the whole hype that happened here with Elon Musk and all these other meme, pumpers, I guess you could say. Trading activity 73% buy, 27% sell, 51 typical day hold. So Doge, obviously, in my opinion, it's not going to go back up. I think this is pretty much the peak levels that we're seeing again, but you never know. Doge could go to the moon in the future. You never know what can happen. Anything can happen in the crypto space. So you guys let me know in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen with crypto for the rest of the month and obviously for the rest of the year? Are we starting to see a pullback again and possibly come back to lower levels to a bearish market? Or do you think this was just a healthy pullback and will roar on higher in the near future? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new video. And as always, if you want to sign up for Webull, get your 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. Links are going to be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed and hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.